What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Lando Success. Y'all know we talk finance, all that good type of stuff. Today, we are talking about Justin Bieber. He just sold his whole catalog for $200 million. In this video, we're going to talk about if that was a good deal. We're going to break down the numbers on how much I believe he should have sold it for. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, how much you believe he should have sold his whole catalog before. So let's say Justin Bieber closes sale to Hypogenesis for $200 million. Company biggest deal to date. So the Song Capital has closed his biggest deal to buy 100% of Justin Bieber publishing, as well as his artist royalties from his master's recordings and neighboring rights. Hype has confirmed the deal was priced north over $200 million, according to a source familiar with the situation, making this the largest rights sale for any artist of Bieber generation. It's also the biggest up to date for them. So what I'm getting of this is that he is giving away 100% of everything he owned, even royalties. He can't get paid off that no more for $200 million. Moving forward, I don't know if they is going to allow him to make money on new music, but let me know what your thoughts on that. So the first thing I want to do is look at Justin Bieber net worth. How much money is he worth and how much money is he making yearly? So they updated it already, say he's worth $400 million now. So before he is $200 million, and they saying his salary, he's easily bringing in $60 to $80 million personally from all income sources. That means if he's touring, making music, royalties, all the above. And so for the conversation purposes, I always like to go way far under. So we're going to say he is making $50 million a year. So we lowering it down from 60 to 80. We're going to say he's making $50 million a year. Next thing we want to do is look at his age. He's 28 years old. How many years do he have on average until he dies? They say the average person lives into 73. We're just going to round it down and just say 70. If Buddy, hope he have a very, very long, prosperous life, but let's say he die at 70. That means Buddy have 42 years left of life. So he ain't even lived half of his life yet. So with that being said, he have 42 more years of making residual money. How much money out of that 50 million we came with is coming from his music catalog alone? We know you make the most money touring and other stuff. We are going to go to the low side and we're going to say 10% of that $50 million, meaning he is making $5 million a year on his previous music catalog alone. $5 million a year. Remember, we got 42 years. So if we do literally 5 million times 10 years, we're going to have 50 million. Now, if we double that from 10 years to 20 years, it go to 100 million. 30 years, it go to 150. And 40 years, we are right around $200 million. So my mind always think business. This is how they probably brought it to him, saying, look, you're going to live to 70. If you live to 70, you're making $5 million a year. It's basically, let's give you 200 million right now, today, versus you hoping you live to 70. Now, that math makes sense. When you think about it like that, you're like, okay, that's a good deal. That's not bad. What people is missing and what you probably don't think of is the opportunity cost of music evolving in multiple ways to make money. Every 10 years or so, music changes. At first, you had to listen to music on the turntables, then you had to listen to it on cassette, radio, all the way to your MP3s, your cassette tapes, your Walkmans, to your Nanos, now to your phone, all the way to a streaming platform like Tidal, Spotify. It's keep on evolving how artists get paid. It's not going to change. So here go the new thing that people are not talking about with YouTube. YouTube Shorts starting in February, they are going to pay artists, they're going to pay creators, they're going to pay a lot of people different based on people wanting to use music, because every time you use music right now, you get a claim and the artists get paid. And I don't know the percentage of what they're getting paid, but things is about to get a lot higher. Look at this, with $6 billion paid out to artists, and last year alone, there was no doubt left that YouTube was here to show how to make money with your music and gunning to be a #1 revenue source in the music industry by 2025. We're in 2023. So if this is growing on how much they paid out, and now starting in February, you can use whatever music you want, and they're going to pay the artist, I believe it's like 45%, or they have a fund where they can pay the artist directly. Do you believe that Bieber is going to miss out on some viral songs? On TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, once a song go viral, it can explode, and that 5 million could turn to 15 million in 1 year, or so far and so on. So my thing is, I personally would have sold it for at least double that. So instead of 200 million, it would have had to be 400 million, because I would have said, look, I'm going to have to, you got to give me another 200 million, or at least 150, 160, 170 on opportunity cost and the evolution of music, because I know it's going to change and you're going to feel crazy not taking advantage of it. And I wouldn't have done this deal if it's my music forever, which I don't think it is. I just think it's his previous catalog. So long as he can still go out and work and do music, he's still going to average a good old from 50 million a year now, let's say 40 million a year. It's still a good win. It's not a bad move. Let me know what y'all thoughts in the comments.